to a morning edition of Swoldier Nation. We're here waking up a little bit early to bring you my leg workout today. Nothing like getting up and having legs, getting it out of your way so that the rest of the day you know everything else is going to be easy after a killer leg workout. But I'm about 20 to 30 minutes before my workout's going to begin. I'm going to do a little bit of treadmill to warm up, a little bit of active stretching. Also, I'm lifting with a partner today, but I haven't taken any supplements. I've been off caffeine for the whole month of December and these first couple weeks in January. So today I'm actually, for my leg day, I'm going to need a little bit of extra boost. Now I don't always take a caffeine supplement, and I make sure that I'm always cycling my supplements to get the most out of them. Make sure my system down regulates, up regulates. We'll talk about all that good stuff to come.
Scan it and then choose whatever water you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give a shout out to these people. All right, so we're here. This is some secret Idaho type water. Just kidding, I can't back that up. But obviously you have all these different, you have ionized water, O2. We're just gonna go with the pure today. This machine is pretty high tech. I feel pretty cool using it right now. Thank you Idaho Athletic Club for giving me some glacier water. Feeling like the water boy right now. It's gonna be it's my secret ingredient for a great leg workout. But here's what I'm using today. Using a little amino energy. It doesn't have quite as much caffeine as like the pre, but I love it only because it has all your essential amino acids in there. So you know, while I'm working out, I'm gonna put 2 scoops in here for a pre-workout, and I'm just gonna sip on it pretty much the entire workout. It has natural green tea extract for caffeine in there, but as you know, I get closer to contest prep and need a little bit more caffeine to boost my system, I'll do a little bit of the platinum pre. For today's sake, since I haven't been taking any supplements, I'm going to just get my amino energy. This is the watermelon, it's my favorite. But yeah, we got all sorts of flavors in these. Let's get to work. So I did a CrossFit workout yesterday, and I went in I'm just gonna do the workout, whatever it is. Well, it happened to be, we ended up doing probably over 300 sets of just bodyweight squats and kettlebell raises, so my legs are already sore, but my workout today calls for legs, and I'm doing it because I didn't feel like I worked the entire leg. I just worked for like one muscle in my quadriceps, so we're just gonna fight through it today. But
you're gonna be hurting.
I'm gonna be hurting.
You're gonna be really hurting.
All right, for my leg workout, and pretty much all my workouts, I work out with my buddy Chad here. I've been blessed to have some great workout partners. You know, I trained with Charles Glass. Chad is a chiropractor, kind of like Arnold had Franco, who's a chiropractor. Chad is here. He pretty much, you know, always watching my form, always making sure I'm technically sound and everything. And this guy here knows what he's talking about and has a crazy physique. He won't ever compete. I try to get him to compete.
I don't know about that.
But
went to the same school as Franco, actually, so
that's what's up.
Same line there. Yep.
But it's really nice. We're gonna go in and check out his chiropractic, and he'll adjust me, make sure everything's you know, working right. With the weights we lift, you want to make sure that you know you're always the proprioception. You know, our lifts are always, we make sure it's always about using proper form first, and just having this guy's brain there is it's so nice to pick when I need, you know, am I doing this right? Am I not? So if you can find a great workout partner. A good workout partner is gonna take you so much further. They're gonna be able to push you. Find someone that's is equally as strong as you or a little bit stronger to push you in the gym. I didn't always work out with a partner, so if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. But a good one will do wonders for your physique. A bad one, you know, don't find someone who's negative. You know, Chad and I are always pushing each other, keeping things positive, and especially on leg days, I use them because I hate legs. But we're gonna get done. All right, since we got a leg day today, pretty much just warming up the legs, nothing too intense. We're gonna do a little active stretching too, just to get the blood flowing in there. Never active stretching, or never static stretching, sorry. Yeah, that's actually been shown to decrease strength for a workout. So warm up for about 10 minutes, you know, get that heart rate going, start a, you know, a little bit of a sweat. You don't want to start lifting the legs or any body part for that matter, just straight off cold. So for your joints, for your tendons, we're gonna get things going here. We're actually gonna do a couple warm-up sets, and then we're gonna jump into it today. So might lose my lunch. Well, actually it's morning, so I might lose my breakfast. So if I do, I apologize. So Chad and I, for the next couple weeks, we're kind of periodizing our training. It's easy for all of you at home to follow as well. I'm just getting back into it for the new year. We're starting off really basic. We're using basic exercises, sticking pretty much to a strength hypertrophy model. So we're gonna be 8 to 10 reps again today. And then as the weeks progress, as we go on, we're gonna be implementing more drop sets and things. We're implementing more supersets, rest pause, more advanced training techniques. And it's a perfect time for you guys to follow along, because these workouts right now aren't gonna be as strenuous. We're building upon what we're doing right now. So ladies out there, this is a perfect time for you guys to jump in. Beginners, this is all things that you guys can do. Just make sure that you're using proper form. You'll see us today, you know, we never sacrifice our form for going up in weight. It's not what we're trying to accomplish here. And you know, you're still gonna be moving weight. You're still gonna be going, you know, max out effort there on the last sets. But it's something that you just want to make sure you're using proper form. Chad was just explaining how we're going to be using our lower back, obviously our legs today, so we're wanting to make sure we get the blood in those muscles, get a nice stretch in here. We're just starting off, heels on the floor, toes up, just a side to side movement. A couple reps, 6 to 8 reps, you know, each side, just kind of holding it there. You can feel it in your lower back and your hips. And then make it a little bit harder. Bring your knees up. And same thing, just side to side for a couple 6 reps each side. You can really feel it pulling in your lower back and right along your hips, down your IT band even. But my lower back is definitely a problem area for me. If I don't watch it, if I don't, you know, keep it flexible, keep it stretched out. I've had, what was it? I have a little bit of a bulging disc.
A little bit of a bulge disc, yeah.
I had to go in and have Chad take care of it. Took me out of commission for, you know, a couple weeks from doing squats and deadlifts and things like that. And then just lastly, straight up, doing the same thing. And the reason I had these compression pants on, besides the fact that I feel like a ninja in them, is that I feel like, you know, it keeps my legs warm. It keeps you know, it just keeps things, obviously compression pants, so it keeps things compressed in there. I feel like when I lift, it keeps things tight. You know, I don't know how much is mental, how much is real, but I really like doing legs in them specifically. Also, if I'm going to CrossFit, you know, it's cold outside right now, so if you can keep those muscles, those big leg muscles warm, you're just gonna be that much better off. And they look pretty awesome too. Now I'm just stretching out the hamstrings, walking it out. Do a push-up at the end, just for good measure. And then slowly duck walking it back up. Do this again, another 6 to 8 reps. Just warming up everything. So you can see that, you know, with a 10-minute bike warm-up, with some active stretching, the workout, you know, today's a leg workout. If you have calves or abs, make sure you do those today. I don't usually do much cardio on my leg days unless it's, you know, a hike or something. But we're gonna be here for a while. If you do everything like you should be, you might only be lifting for 45 minutes, but you're gonna be at the gym for about an hour and a half. And don't skimp out on the stretching, on the warming up. It's the best way to pull a muscle, get injured. Then you're not gonna be working out for a couple weeks. As you also can tell, I got my old school Chuck Taylors on. I think these are such a they're so flat on the bottom that I really like doing legs in them. You don't have a ton of arch support, and they kind of mimic a powerlifting shoe, but shout out to the old Chuck Taylors. They just look hardcore for a hardcore leg workout. For our warm-up, just, you know, we've been on the treadmill or on the bike. So for our warm-up, we're gonna be doing just our first exercise is gonna be leg extensions. We're gonna just do a couple, 3-4 sets of leg extensions. You know, just keeping it real light. You go first? Yeah, you go ahead. I just like Chad to go first. That way, if he does, you know, when we're working, if he does 10 reps, I can do 11.
It's true. You should do more than that.
I cheat like that. Usually, if you guys weren't here, I'd be rocking out to my headphones and we'll talk to each other maybe in between sets. But when those headphones go in, you know, it's all business. But for today's purpose, we're gonna be talking a lot to you guys. You can see everything's so slow and controlled, especially on these warm-ups. Everything is 60 to 90 seconds rest period in between there. This is gonna be interesting today.
I feel it already, don't you?
Yeah. Squats are pretty, I mean, obviously it's a compound exercise. We're gonna be using hip joint and knee joint in it. And you know, it's one of those ones that if you do wrong, you can't get hurt. It's a high risk lift. So make sure, we're gonna be talking about form here. You know, some people use pads. If you're just starting out, you can throw a pad on the bar. I really like feeling the weight though, and I feel like something like this doesn't allow you really to feel the weight. But if you're really concerned that you're gonna get marks on your back, you might. I kind of look at it as like a battle scar type thing. I like it. That's why I don't wear gloves either. My hands are all calloused, but I love feeling the bar. But if you don't, you can use something like this, a pad, to start off with. We're not gonna do it because you know the deal. I think we're just getting a good warm up here. Chad's not using a belt yet, obviously, because we're not using real heavy weight. As we go on, we will throw that belt on. What I like to do, I throw 5-pound plates underneath my heels. That kind of mimics a powerlifting shoe then, with a higher heel. Something that a lot of taller guys, if you're taller, your lower back's gonna be really a weak link in your body. So just by doing this, I feel like it gives me, you know, the ability to have the best form possible, keeping that back really straight. So if you have, you know, if you don't have quite the stretch in the Achilles heel and the calves that you need to have, a plate underneath your heels works great. So as you see, Chad, when he's squatting, he's going down 90 degrees. He's parallel with the floor. You know, a lot of people say, you know, my knees hurt when I do squats. If you have a knee injury and you want to substitute something else, that's totally fine. But if it's just one of those things you don't like back squats, and you feel like it could hurt your knees, you know, if you do these properly, you go control, always controlling the weight all the way down, getting in that pocket at the bottom, and coming back up. It's never bouncing at the bottom. It's always coming down nice and slow. The slowest point should be at that bottom, and then you pop back up again. But if you want, squats have been proven to, you know, raise natural testosterone in your body. If you want to get big, this is the best exercise. This is the king of exercises. For me, I played football, so I kind of have naturally big quads. I don't really get to show them when I compete in physique. If you notice my Muscle and Fitness, when I won the male model search in the pink and black shorts, we were showing a little bit of quad. But just because I'm not showing them doesn't mean I'm not training. You know, I want a complete package. The quads are huge. You see so many guys in here. You know, friends don't let friends skip leg day. So get your friend in here, get training legs, get a complete physique. Now we're moving on to our working sets. 8 to 10 reps, 3 sets, and you might not be super impressed with the weight today. Chad, this is probably his, what do you say, second or third time you've done back squats in 8 weeks?
Second time today, actually. So,
Gotcha.
I'll feel it, but we'll keep it light, keep the form good. I tell you, you keep good form, you don't have to go as heavy as you think.
That's the truth. You know, like I always say, I'm not here to power lift. I'm not here to impress anyone. I check my ego at the door. You go full range of motion. You know, what impresses me is somebody who's lifting correctly, And you'll notice the guys in the gym like to throw around the weights, you know, pump their ego up. They don't have the best physiques. Let's go. Let's go, 25. Always wear a belt when you do, you know, any kind of squats, deadlifts, cleans, jerks, presses. I do it also because I don't want to overdevelop my intercostal, my obliques. Doing heavy lifts like this, you start building up that abdominal wall. I want to keep, one of my goals is to keep that waist nice and tiny. So, you know, it might constrict my breathing. You know, I'm going to be breathing hard at the end of these because I'm not really taking huge deep breaths because this is kind of keeping everything tight there. Second set. I love it when your eyes on the corner start going black a little bit as you set that down that weight, and all that blood pressure kind of gives you that dizzy feeling. Sometimes you need to grab onto something. But you'll notice that you're still in here today.
I'm in here today to right the wrong. Feel better about myself.
Nothing comes in the way of leg day. I just totally threw them off.
Try this again.
All right, let's go. Last set, best set. Oh. And as you can tell, leg days aren't fun. But when you're spotting someone, make sure you're watching them on something like squats. If you need to, underneath their arms, supporting their chest, keeping it up. He didn't need any help with that weight there, but you know, as we progress in these coming weeks, you know, he might.
Last set. Just gotta get at least 8.
I feel like a big baby. Last set, best set. We're going Swoldier time. I want to see it in the mirror.
Big cat, big cat. Take the belt. There we go. Come on. Lightweight. You got it. There we go.
Alright, glad squats are out of the way with. Oh. It's where you separate the boys from the soldiers. As you can see, it's having a partner really helps out with those last 1 or 2 reps. I wouldn't have felt comfortable doing that last 9th rep with that weight if I hadn't had Chad behind me on that squat. You know, and that's where trust comes in with a good workout partner. Someone who's gonna push you, someone who knows. Like for me, I hate when anyone touches the weight as long as I'm moving it. When someone's spotting you, it should really be that last, only when you no longer can move it at all should they help you out. You know, as a kid, my dad would pretty much leave the weight on my chest, so you don't have to do that either. But as you can see, the weight's starting to fall. If you're spotting the weight starting to come down, that's when you help them up just enough. And like I said, in future weeks to come, we'll talk about taking things past failure, force negatives, the partial reps, rest pause, drop sets, so many things out there we can use to shock the muscles even further. But again, squats, most important thing, proper form. Weight means nothing if you're gonna, you know, round your lower back. You should be keeping your chest high, looking up when you squat. Yeah, we're gonna move on, leg extensions, back to where we warmed up. We're gonna be doing 3 working sets here.